Thank you, guys. Welcome to Heart Rate every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host, Ace Marsh. This is your exhilarating talk show where we have not two, but three guests throughout the show join and tell their stories about exhilarating experiences that they've been through, life-altering encounters, wild adventures or trips or vacations, or my personal favorite, adrenaline-pumping situations. Make sure that you try to get into the top three gifters because you'll have your chance to join as the third guest of our show. If y'all are ready to get going here, we're going to give it 1 minute. How's everyone doing? Can we get some hearts up in the chat? Can we get some hearts up in the chat? Let's go. Run those hearts up. Run those hearts up. Run those hearts up. Can I have my two guests, please? Request the box, and we'll get you going when everyone is ready. Jay, I see you. Hello. So, guys, today our featured guests are Emoji Jay, who's also my admin of the show. So we're going to give it up to him. He does a lot of work on the app. We'll ask him momentarily what's he's involved with, what's going on with him. Secondly, we got a young lady named Smiley Morgan. She's up and coming. Definitely going to want to hit her with a favorite. Check her out. For everyone else that's here, I appreciate you. This is a featured pending show, so please be respectful in the comments. No swearing, no drinking, or no smoking from my guests. I do appreciate all gifts and comments in advance. I see you guys. I will not be able to acknowledge it during the show, but I appreciate y'all being here. Who's ready to get our first guest up in here? Run them hearts up if you're ready to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's welcome the first guest of the night, Emoji Jay. Why are you nervous? How you doing, Jay? Guys, give it up for Emoji Jay. He's not only one of the most involved admins, most involved flyer makers, most involved content creators on the app. He's also a streamer. We're going to let him talk about himself right now. He's also my admin. Created that awesome video you just saw, which is a work in progress. We're going to get it there, but it's already really good. Shout out to Emoji J, guys. Emoji, thank you for being here as our episode number 5 first guest. Can you please just tell us about your streaming, what you do on the app, where you're involved, how long you've been on here, the whole 9 yards? Twenty shows. That's crazy. All right. Right. And are you involved with the ODS? Is it OBS? Awesome. Okay, great. No, that's perfect. Let's get into the story, guys. If y'all want to hear Emoji J's story, let's run up them hearts in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Guys, one last time, this is a featured pending show, so please be respectful in the comments. I don't need to tell Jay the rules. He knows all about it. But he's about to tell you a story. We're pretty excited to hear it. Yeah, guys, just keep these comments rolling. Just tell your story. We'll keep it on. I mean, you got about 7 to 10 minutes, but I'll ask you some questions too. All right, get going, man. It's all you. Okay. It's legal nowadays. We're good. Your parents. Yeah. Okay. You guys broke and entered, partied in a house. They went up on a roof under the influence. Okay, that's nice. So what like how old were you guys when you did this? Yeah. So did you ever get caught? You got caught? Okay. Oh no. Awesome. That's fantastic. Yeah. So did you get caught by the police? So you got away with it. Nothing was right. Long, long time. I bet. You weren't allowed to go ride your bikes and hang out with the kids anymore after that. Were you a follower? Were you a follower or were you one of the you were a follower? Okay. You were the you were trying to earn your popularity. So yeah, I get it. So was my question is like, did you guys break anything while you were there? Did right, right. Okay. So I'm going to tell you something that's really similar to this. And I don't usually do this on my show, but we got a couple extra minutes here while you're here, Jay. So when I was younger, about the same age, we were in high school. I was a skateboarder kid. We were like known as the, kind of the popular but bad bad kids, bad arses, right? So, anyways, we were at the skate park the one day, and my one buddy comes up to us and he's like, "Yo, guys, I found this house being built, but it's like just the frame, it's all closed in. We can go and let's start a party there tonight." So I was like, "Okay, cool, cool, let's go." So we all went there. It was the weekend. It was a Friday night like this. We were like 16 years old. We had gotten some underage alcoholic beverages, and we brought them there, and we were getting intoxicated, partying, having fun. Well, one kid decided that it would be a smart idea to start a bonfire in the house. Well, this is a wood house, wood framed house being built. So not only, now this is not someone living there yet, but this is a new build. But not only did this house light up, I'm talking fire trucks there. The whole thing went up in flames. I was not a part of it, but I did have to give a statement and everything like that because we were young kids and nothing. The kid got a fine. That was it. Luckily, he apologized for it. Whatever. It was not intentional, and there was a whole group of us, so they didn't really want to get people in trouble. But wildly enough, basically, me and my friends when we were younger went and had a house party in a newly built house, and we lit that sucker on fire and burnt it down. It's funny. It costs people money, but it happens. Insurance. That's why there's insurance. We're kids. And let me tell you, I was grounded for quite some time. I did not listen to that grounding, but I was grounded for quite some time. Anyways, other than that, guys, let's give it up to Jay for his story. Jay, I'm going to ask you to jump in the box or jump out of the box. Sorry, pardon me. Wait just until about halfway after we hear Smiley Morgan's story. And then we will get rocking and rolling from there and get you guys back in when we pull our third guest in to do our scenario-based situation. Thank you, Jay. Guys, give it up for Jay. Let's go. He's also my admin. I want to do a shout out quickly to my admins. Please hit them all with a favorite. Hit myself with a favorite. Hit the star up top. Favorites are free, guys. If you're not favoriting people, if you're not out there networking, you're not doing it right. Make sure you're hitting everyone up in the chat with favorites. Let's get in there. Get your networking going. Guys, my Jay, Emoji Jay, Shout out to him. Shout out to Top Badge Shish and Phipps. Shout out to Top Badge Betty Boop. Shout out to The Real Deal. Those are my admins of the show. They've been a great help. If you guys are disrespectful in the comments, they are going to give you the boot, scoot, and boogie. So watch out. Please be respectful. This is a featured pending show, so I won't be able to acknowledge all the comments or be able to acknowledge the gifts, but I appreciate you guys in advance. I do see you, and I thank you so much for being here. This is episode number 5 of Heart Rate with Ace Marsh, your boy right here, every 4 p.m. on Fridays, Eastern Standard Time. This is an exhilarating talk show where I have, as you just seen, 2 guests. We've had our first one already speaking. We have our second one coming up momentarily. So Smiley Morgan, please request the box. And they come in and they tell their life-altering encounters, stories, experiences on a trip or a vacation, or my personal favorite, adrenaline pumping situations, guys. And let's hear it. Put some hearts in the chat if you're ready for our next guest. Smiley Morgan, are you in the house? Do I see Smiley? Let me see if she's here. In the meantime, how's everyone doing? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Let's go. Do we have Smiley Morgan in the house? Do not see her yet. Sleepy. I just spoke with her. Anyways, guys, sleepy? Okay. Tired? Well, it's Friday. What's the plans for everyone this Friday? In the meantime, what I'm going to do, guys, is give a shout out to my top 10 gifters. And if I can have my admins go message Smiley Morgan, that would be fantastic. See if we can get her here quickly as soon as possible. That would be fantastic. Shout out to my top 10 gifters of the stream. We have Betty Boop, Top Badge Betty Boop, which her name currently is Alex's Betty Boop. Hit her with a favor. She's also an admin of the show. We've got Mad Hatter. We've got Megs, we've got Lolita, we've got Beard Raider, we've got Emoji J, and we've got Soda Pop. And I appreciate everyone being here. This is episode number 5. And we've got Miss Pocahontas, the beautiful Pokey, down there as well. My partner in crime. Thank you all for being here. Is Smiley Morgan in the house? Do we have Smiley Morgan? If not, and we have someone that is willing to jump in her place as a backup, that would be fantastic. If someone wants to, 1 second, guys, we are going to just see if she is available. All right, guys, she's going to be here. She's going to be here in 3 minutes. She just had a little bit of a personal situation. If in the meantime, what I would like to do is I'd like to give you guys a story of mine when I went skydiving. Okay. So now I don't recommend this. This is not something that should ever be taught to people or it should probably be frowned upon. But anyways, it was my friend's 31st birthday. This is about 5-6 years ago. And she invites me and a group of us to go to her birthday party, which is skydiving. Now, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I love adrenaline. I love stuff that's exhilarating. That's why I have this show. So I'm like, heck yeah, let's do this thing. So we all meet up. Well, her plan is let's have some drinks before we get going. It's her party. And our whole plan was to go do skydiving, come back, and then party the night away and, so on and so forth, have the actual party. Well, while we're there in the pre-party before we go skydiving, now we were living a pretty lavish life at this time. We were all salespeople. We were out there. We were on our grind. We were making good money. Someone decides to bring this really big special bottle of scotch. Well, not knowing that this is like 150 proof alcohol, like this stuff hits you hard. It's some high level percentage. And so doesn't we pour everyone a couple shots? We do a couple shots. By the time we get there, we had a couple coolers on the road, which you should never do. We were young. We were having fun. I was only 19 I was 22 at the time or something like that. We had a 19-year-old with us. There was a lot of younger ones, and she was 31. She was also our manager at the place we were working. So in the meantime, what we were doing is, having a couple drinks. When we finally got there at the half an hour drive away, we were all feeling real good, feeling real nice and dandy. So now we're going through our training to go skydiving, to jump 15,000 feet out of an airplane, which is absolutely wild, first of all, just to let you know. It's not easy. And then you think when you go skydiving, there's this nice, lavish airplane that's going to bring you up. It's all kosher. I'm talking, this looks like an old army plane. It's just emptied out. It's raggedy. It's beat up. It looks like the wheels are about to fall off when it's like, it is rustic. and old. Okay. Now, you do a little half an hour training course. We're all liquored up. I even have my instructor. He's like, have you guys been drinking? I'm like, no. We had a little spill. We were bringing the empties back to the beer store. I'm like, made up a good excuse. I'm a salesman. I pulled it off. Anyways, as we get into the airplane, we have one girl, she faints. We have another person, he starts having a mental breakdown. He's like, I can't do this. This plane's horrible. What the heck? We're not jumping out. I'm getting the thrills again. Like, it is a 4-seater. Like, it is a 2-seater at the front for the pilot. No, it's a one pilot or two. Anyways, it's old. It's small. It's a little emptied out thing, and there's a little door, and you jump out the side of it. So as we get up there, now we're over top of the lake. So we jumped over top of Lake Erie, which is one of the Great Lakes in Ontario. And anyway, so as we're going up, we get up to our altitude where we're going to jump. And all of a sudden they open the door and they grab the first person. They're like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And they just start grabbing you and pulling you out. It's friggin' wild. They don't give you a moment to breathe. They don't give you anything. They just grab you because you're attached to your instructor and they're behind you. And they just go like this, tuck, go, boom. And then you have to hold yourself out like this and just fly like an eagle, except you're free fall. You go down, literally, you are free falling up to 275 kilometers per hour. You can't breathe. You're like, so I paid extra for a guy to jump beside me with a video camera, and my lips were in the video. I still have it to this day. Pokey, I'll show you one day. Anyways, it's absolutely crazy. Okay, so the best part is once they finally pull the chute after a 60-second free fall where you cannot breathe, none of this stuff's going on. Like, you don't know what's happening. You're falling through the sky thinking you're going to die, like, actually, because it's just absolutely insanity. And once you get down there, you're about maybe, I don't know what, 1,000 feet, maybe like 5,000, 6,000 feet when they pull the chute, because that free fall is instant craziness. And they pull the chute, and as soon as the chute's pulled, you just go, and then you're literally gliding like it's the most peaceful, gentle, soft feeling, quiet, like pure silent feeling in the entire world. And you're floating, and you have an 8-minute float through the sky, literally coming into land, and you're floating and you can talk. So my friend jumped obviously after me, and they were probably a half a kilometer away in the sky, or like a half a mile away for everyone else that's in miles. And I'm not lying to you, we were whispering to each other, having a conversation up in the sky, like 8,000 feet in the air as we're gliding with our parachutes. It was just crazy. Best experience of my life. When you come into land, it's a little scary. They tell you to lift your feet up. Funny enough, when I came into land, I was like this. I lifted my feet up, and instead of putting my feet down when you're supposed to hit and grab the ground, I went in and I butt slid the whole way down. So the rest of the day I had my pants just covered in dirt, and it looks like I crapped myself basically. Wild enough. And we had to go to a restaurant after that. So that's exciting. Anyways, yeah, it was wild. It was super cool. I definitely recommend it to anyone that, has an opportunity, is willing to go skydiving and jump out of an airplane. You should put it on your bucket list. It is one of the best things that I've ever been through in my entire life. One of the best things I've ever experienced, for exhilaration, for like peace and harmony. And honestly, it helps with mental health. Like it opens you up. But guys, without further ado, we have our next guest waiting in the box. Give me 1 second, Smiley Morgan. I just want to give a quick shout out to the top 3 gifters, Betty Boop, Mad Hatter, and Pocahontas. I appreciate the 3 of you guys. Love you all to death. Thank you for being here. Everyone, this is my featured approved show called Heart Rate with Ace Marsh every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's an exhilarating talk show where we have 2 guests that are featured, come in, tell their stories about a crazy experience, life-altering encounter, wild adventure from a trip or vacation, or my personal favorite, an adrenaline-pumping situation. Once we have our 2 guests tell their stories, we then pull the top 3 gifters of the stream and have one of them join as our 3rd random guest of the show. I will then give them a crazy scenario where they have to explain how they would escape, cope, or handle the situation and give an answer to that. And then you guys in the chat get involved and are going to vote on who had the best answer. And that is the winner of our show. Shout out to all the gifters. Shout out to all you in the comments. I will not be able to acknowledge you during the show, but I see you and I appreciate you. Guys, are y'all ready for our next guest? Run some hearts in the chat if you're ready for Smiley Morgan. Smiley Morgan, welcome. Oh, she's loading.
Hello.
Hey, Morgan, what's up? How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Is this your first featured show or first show in general?
Oh my God, it really is. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie, I'm a little nervous,
that's
so bear
okay.
with
No,
me, you guys.
nothing to be nervous about, guys. Show her some love. Hit some hearts up. Spam her emojis. Hit her with a favorite, please. Hit emoji J with a favorite. Hit all my admins with a favorite. Top badge Trish and
Mhm.
Phipps. Top badge Betty Boop. Real deal and emoji J. And hit up Smiley Morgan with a favorite. And if you don't mind, hit the star beside my name. Favorites are free, guys. Thank you, Morgan, for being here on our 5th episode of Heart Rate. I appreciate you. You've been a day one friend of mine on here, so guys, I can vouch for her. She's an awesome streamer. She's an awesome person. Definitely has some great content out there. So go check out her streams. Hit her up. If you don't mind explaining, who you are, what you do on the app, when you stream, what your content's about on your stream, or if you have any other upcoming events, or if you want to get involved with events.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm kind of like, I'm gonna just like say a big multitasker. I do a lot of different stuff on a lot of different apps. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm
You're
used
okay.
to
You're
always
okay.
saying thank you
You're
all the
okay.
time.
It's
Um,
okay.
but either way, I'm from Iowa actually, and I moved from Iowa when I was about 18 to Florida. Best time of my life. I lived there for 5 years. Eventually, want to move back. That's the goal. When I was in Florida, I met somebody who introduced me to streaming, right? And they were like, you know what? I'm having a really good time on this app. I think you're going to have a really good time on it too. You love talking to people, make friends, you light up the room, you same vibes, good energy. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And I immediately met Melody, and she gave me that, trending thing for a little bit. And from there, I met Ace. And I'm doing a really quick walkthrough, but yeah, just basically a small town girl who's really kind, genuine, loves making friends, and I just like to be there for people, and I want them to feel like they can be their authentic self in my stream.
Okay.
Like they can be themselves with no judgment. That's the most important like vibe I want to give
Safe
out when
place.
people
It's a safe place.
come.
Your stream's a safe place, and
Yeah,
I can vouch for that. It definitely is. Now, do you stream every day? Do you stream occasionally? Do you have a specific time?
now I kind of stream occasionally. I have been streaming more on like TikTok and stuff like that, but I want to get streaming more often again on POF. And honestly, I would like to stream in the mornings.
Okay.
And I'm not really a night person, so you won't see me active as much at, nighttime. I am
Okay.
central time zone, so anything, I am same with Canada,
Yeah.
but Florida, I'm an hour behind, California an hour ahead,
And do you have
or
and
two maybe.
you have an IG and stuff attached to your account
Oh
so
my
people.
gosh, all my social medias are, all of them are connected. I have a link tree to make it easy. I like promote different clothing and jewelry lines. I
Awesome.
actually need to re-upload my YouTube channel onto here, but I have my Instagram, TikTok,
Yep.
Twitter. My Twitter is very explicit. It is only ages 18 plus, and my Instagram and TikTok are kid friendly. And I don't know. I really want to like try to get to like 10,000 followers on TikTok. That's my goal, and I'm at 7,000 right now. So that's the goal.
Perfect. Awesome. Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
anyway.
Fantastic. So, guys, hit her up with a fave. Check out her streams. She's going to be on here more actively. Let's go. This is Smiley Morgan. Thank you for joining us. This is Heart Rate every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your host, Ace Marsh. Smiley Morgan, are you ready to tell your story?
I'm so
Guys, run up
ready.
those hearts. Run up those hearts if you want to hear Smiley's Morgan story. Let's go. Run those hearts up. Run those hearts up. All right. You take the floor. It's all you.
All right. Okay, so bear with me, you guys. I'm a little nervous, and it is called exhilarating. That was the word that stuck out to me. So, something heart racing. Probably the most heart racing experience I have ever had in my life happened about 5 years ago. And what happened was is I decided to come back to Iowa for a little bit. I wasn't in Iowa very long. I was probably here about 3-4 months, just visiting friends, family, taking a break from Florida. Well, during this time zone, I go out with a group of friends, come back to the house, the crib, and I'm outside smoking a cigarette. Back when I used to smoke cigarettes, not anymore. I'm a vapor now that I can't do that. And now I'm sitting out there, and all of a sudden, this really strange guy walks up to me, and I'm like, I'm just this stuck-up girl at the time who, really, not stuck up in a bad way, but who are you? I'm gonna watch my back. I'm a little superstitious about people sometimes, and I'm reaching for my pepper spray, and I'm like, he sees that, takes my hand, puts it down. He goes, whoa, 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 I'm friends with George, which was the owner of the house. And I was like, okay, well, who am I to say you don't know him when you obviously know the guy's name? And to be honest, I was only friends of a friend that lived there. Right. So I let him stand next to me for a little bit, and he goes, what's a pretty girl like you doing out here all by herself? And I was like, just enjoying her night, Next thing I know, he's like, I want to show you something. I was like, I'm good, I'm gonna stand right here. He goes, no, let me show you. And I said no, started taking a step back. He pulls me forward, and next thing I know, I'm being dragged into a van, and there's 2 people on each side of me, 1 person behind me, and 2 girls in the front seat. And I'm sitting there. Now, listen to this, you guys. I had actually, earlier that day, accidentally taken psychedelics because it had gotten onto my fingertips. And I had looked at my fingertips, whatever, accidentally started tripping. So I am tripping on psychedelics during a kidnapping. And I just start giggling because of the acid. I'm at that point in my trip where everything's kind of funny, and I'm in denial that what's actually going on. So I start laughing, and these girls are like, you're fucking sick. I can't believe you're laughing.
No language. It's okay. You're good. Right. You're good. And move on from the tripping part. We're gonna move on. Now you're in the van. You're in the van.
And either way, so we get there, and I am terrified. These people have no idea what it feels like to be in my position, and they dump out my purse. They basically strip me and bring me into another room where I'm then questioned, I'm beaten, all sorts of things. And finally, one of the guys felt really bad for me. I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden he just felt, the guy that was helping him though started feeling guilty, and he beat him off of me with a bat because he wasn't letting go. We and the guy had gotten into a fight when I was trying to escape. Long story short,
he was a nice kidnapper. Exactly.
Long story short, I'm back in the van again with the same guy who kidnapped me. The mean guy's gone. The nicer guy's with me. They're like, where do you want to go? And they dropped me back off at the house I was partying at, where they took me from originally. When I finally got there, I was able to breathe a little bit, and I had just had a panic attack, and it was the most traumatizing experience. They made me shower to wash all the evidence off me. They burned everything, so I couldn't, have a valid story. And then after that, I was so terrified of ever being in this state. I wanted to hide in the car. I wanted to duck. I didn't want to be seen at the grocery store. I wanted everybody to think I disappeared and stayed disappeared. I actually moved across the country from Iowa all the way to Florida. And then I decided to restart my whole life. I'd get clean. Now, this is where it gets happier, right? Now, if you weren't ready to better your life and have something, you're striving to move forward towards, I was not going to be a part of it. I only wanted to be around positivity and people who were going to uplift me and direct me into a better self. Right. So that's what I did. And when I got for this show. And there was this guy, and he, funny story, I was at the worst point in my life, and I got to turn it around, and I ended up meeting this guy. We actually were supposed to be a one-night stand, and he drove me to the beach, and I was like, listen, you're not gonna hit me up after this. I don't want to be friends. I don't want you calling me. I'm starting a new chapter in my life. I'm gonna have no sex for a year. I want to be, a good girl and focus on me for real. And this was gonna be my one last hurrah before, I set all that down. And then I ended up being the worst, experience ever. I was like, wow, you lasted like 2 in out, and I was like, it is time to ditch this date, and I call it over. And I let him know to his face that I had a horrible time and I was ready to go home, and I regretted all of it. And he was like, let me make it up to you. The ended up going on a second date. The second date, he was like, anything you want to do, pick it. We can go to Disney World, skydiving, Adventureland. I said Adventureland, really? He goes, Adventureland, if you so desire. And I was like, okay. And I ended up picking skydiving. So we went and got really good food. We got skydiving. We went to an adult shop. We went to a hotel, and a nice hotel, may I say, on the top floor. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but it was still like a bougie place. And I was like, I went from didn't know if I was gonna see tomorrow to living the most luxurious dream, feeling like a princess. My life turned around, and all because I changed people, places, and things, and I was dedicated to not give up until I got what I wanted and deserved.
Awesome.
And that's my positives turn on life gets better for everybody.
So thank you, Smiley Morgan, for sharing with us. That is definitely got my heart pumping. She went from being kidnapped, guys, to being a little intoxicated on some stuff we don't like to talk about. She had some fun, she lived her life, and then she got her life back together, and then she met a man, and she became a streamer, and now here she is today with us, looking lovely and rocking it.
I'm a little
you did fantastic. She did fantastic. Guys, run up some hearts in the chat if you like Smiley Morgan's story. Smiley Morgan, I'm going to ask you to remove yourself from the box, wait in the comments, and I'm going to have you back in a moment, okay? All right. Awesome. Okay, guys, this is Heart Rate every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your host, Ace Marsh. Thank you for being here. This is a feature-approved show. I appreciate you all. I respect all the comments. I respect all the gifts, and I just want to say thank you in advance. I cannot acknowledge everyone during the show, so just know that I see you and I appreciate you. There is no swearing, no drinking, and no smoking for my guests when they come in the box, especially for the random one that is joining momentarily. This is the part of the show, guys, where we bring in a random guest. Who wants to be in the show? The top 3 gifters right now have a chance to be on my show with our other 2 guests, which is Smiley Morgan and Emoji J. If you want to get into the show, get in those top 3 gifters, though. Let's go. This is Heart Rate with your boy, Ace Marsh, every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where's my hat? All right, we're going to write down the 3 top gifters' names. Let's give a shout-out to them in the meantime. Welcome, everyone that's coming here. I appreciate you all being here. Shout-out to the top 3 gifters. Shout-out to Apple. Shout-out to Top Badge Betty Boop. And shout-out to Mad Hatter. You guys' names are going in the box right now. Let's go. Let me just grab my paper. Okay. And this is the part of the show where I bring all 3 guests into the box. We give them a real life, real situation scenario, and they all have to answer how, not me. They have to answer how you would cope or deal or get out of that situation. And then you guys in the chat are going to vote for who is the best. Can I please have Emoji J, Smiley Morgan request the box, and then we're going to choose our 3rd right now. Now we have Pokey as number 1. We have Apple as number 2. And we have Betty Boop. Oh, Oh, I don't know. Dom's going in there. Let's see. Who do I have? We've got Pokey, we've got Apple, and we've got Betty Boop. All right. Now I'm put their names in the hat. Thank you all for being here. You guys can see that they're in there. They're all crunched up. Okay. Oh, yes. I don't know if she's available, but Miss Pocahontas. No, she doesn't want to be in. Do it. Okay, awesome. One sec. Take your time. I'm going to bring the other two back in. Smiley Morgan, can you request the box, please? Jay, hello. Welcome back. How you doing, guys? Welcome to Heart Rate episode number 5 with our featured guest, Emoji J, Smiley Morgan. Please hit them with a favorite. Please hit my awesome admins with a favorite. We have Top Badge Chish and Fitz, Top Badge Betty Boop, Real Deal, and obviously Emoji J, who's also a guest on the show today. And now give it up for my also partner in crime, my woman, who just happened to be the one that got chosen. So thank you for being a part of the show, the beautiful Pocahontas. Hit her with a favorite as well, please and thank you.
Guys, I'm shy. I would poke you without answering.
Hello, Pokey. Guys, please hit everyone with a favorite. Pokey, before we get started, can you just tell everyone a little bit about your streaming experience on here, when you started, how long you've been on the app, and when do you stream and what you do on here and what you're involved with, any shows or anything coming up?
Okay, so I've been streaming for almost 6 months now, and I stream usually nighttime before bed, and it's like usually 1 to 2 hours. My streams are mostly about like just anything interesting that happened to me. Thank you. During the day, I try to bring that as a topic to my streams and talk about it. And yeah, it's just now I'm trying to get more involved on shows here. I did my first show ever last week, so that was awesome. Thank you for the favorite. I got your back. Yeah, it was Boss Bros. Boss Branding. He's amazing. You guys need to go check him out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to get to my 10K faves, so I'm like almost at 7K now. So like,
let's go.
Hit me with a fave. That would be awesome.
Okay, can you hold your phone? Can you hold your phone up?
I was not ready. I was just okay.
You're perfect. You look great. We thank you for being here.
Don't.
Yes,
Okay.
you do. Guys, big shout out to our featured guest, Emoji J, Smiley Morgan. Big shout out to Pocahontas. Please hit them all with a favorite. If you don't mind, hit the star beside my name with a favorite as well. This is Heart Rate with your boy Ace Marsh every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is an exhilarating talk show, where we have 2 featured guests, as you know, one random that joins the show. They talk about their life-altering experiences, crazy adrenaline-pumping situations, crazy stories, adventures that they've been on. And now we are at the best part of the show. This is when we have our scenario-based situation that I take from the real world and give to the 3 guests, and they got to answer how they would escape or cope or deal with the situation. Are y'all ready to go? Can we run them hearts up in the chat? Shout out to my top 3, Pocahontas. Shout out to Apple. Shout out to Top Badge Betty Boop. Let's go. Hit them with a favorite, guys. Make sure you show your love out there. If you're not networking, you're not doing it right. All right, let's go. Jay, you're up first. You ready to go? All right, so you guys got to listen to this. Here we go. You are traveling on a road trip with your best friend, and you see a hitchhiker with a sign that matches the destination that you are heading to. You both decide he looks friendly and decide to pick him up. Everything is going good. He's been respectful and kosher during the travels. You guys are getting along. There's no weird vibes and everything's okay. You then pull in to the gas station that's out in the middle of the woods. Like you're traveling, you're going camping. Like you're out in the bush, you're traveling. This is a random gas station, the one that's, the only one in town for miles and miles and miles. You pull in because you got to go to the bathroom and you need to fill up at the gas station to get your car filled up. As you pull in, you and your friend go to the bathroom, go in to pay for the gas. And unfortunately, you only took your one card with you to pay for the gas, and you left your wallet in the car. You weren't thinking of anything. You're on a long trip. You've got the hitchhiker sitting in the car who's been completely friendly with you. So as you guys both come back walking to the car, you realize, uh-oh, my vehicle's gone. All of our stuff's gone. Our wallets are gone. All the money we have is gone, other than the one credit card. Our cell phones are gone. We have now lost everything. What next? Jed, you're up. Not much, right? Everything's gone. You got everything's gone. You've got this little like hole in the wall gas station. This isn't like your Petro Canada, your Esso or whatever kind of gas stations you guys got in the state. This is like I'm talking mom and pop little store on the side of the road. It's only open a couple hours a day, and it's got a little gas tank thing that you can fill up your gas tank with. Well, you've got gas. You've got gas. You've got gas, but you got no car, and you don't have a car. Your car's gone. But the car with everything in it is gone. You're gone. Okay. 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 So you're going the simple road. You're relying on these, the old couple that owns the convenience store with the little gas station, the one pump, and hopefully that they're gonna, be able to get you some help from the police. But you got nothing else. But okay. I like your answer. I mean, I know I'll tell you guys what I would do at the end, but let's hear what Smiley Morgan's got to offer.
All right. I guess I would take a moment to evaluate where I'm at and see if there's any close routes nearby, which would be the shop, the convenience store. Make my way down there. I would try to make a phone call to a close friend or relative and see if they would be willing to either A, send over some money or and let me pay them back later, or come pick me up. If they were not available and I was stranded, then I would probably take a moment and evaluate what I can. Oh, wait, 1 minute. I'd probably figure out where I can get some water and some help, and I'd probably not, don't judge me, you guys. If I really had to, I'd probably start like offering to like do a side, like cleaning people's windows, at the gas station that come through. Like if I could clean their windows for a little bit. I don't know, some cash and get some money. A little something. I'm running out of answers. Your turn.
No, that's good. I like it. Okay, so she's willing to put the work in. She's gonna side hustle, try to get some money back, and get herself out of there. Pokey, what would you do? Do you want me to read this one more time, or you got it?
I think I'm good. So we're not letting this hitchhiker go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell my friend to go to the store or whatever, find someone and like make a call to the police, inform everybody. Meanwhile, I'll get aboard. I'll be the hitchhiker next. I'm gonna stand on the road and I'm gonna ask for help. And I'm gonna make a car or anyone passing by stop and be like, hey, we need to trace this person down. I'm gonna sit with them and we're gonna find that person or my car, and we're gonna make sure that it gets violent and they don't get away with it. So, I mean, my friend can come up with the police and we can just catch him. I'll just try to catch that person. Yes, we're not letting him go.
You want justice. You want justice.
exactly.
Okay.
If I let him go, I might never find my stuff or my car. So I need to like chase him down. Thanks.
Yeah, big facts. Awesome. Okay, well, guys, before I give my answer, I'll run through this scenario one more time. What you guys just heard is a story. Is the answer from our three guests, which is you are traveling on a road trip with your best friend and you see a hitchhiker with a sign that matches your destination. You both decide he looks friendly and pick him up. Everything going, everything is going good, and he has been respectful and kosher during the travels. You then pull into a gas station to go, which is a very, very rustic old gas station that's on the side of the road out in the country. There's nothing else around. It's like one pump, old little family shop. Okay. You then pull into the restroom. You fill your tank with some gas. Your friend's in the bathroom using the bathroom. You just brought in your one card, just enough cash to pay for your gas that you put in the car. And you come back out with your friend and you realize that there is no one there and your car's gone. This hitchhiker has stole your car, stole your cell phone, stole everything that's in it, and you're sitting there left stranded in the middle of the woods at some mom and pop little gas station. And that's what their answer was. So they all want to go back in, use the phone, and try to go after them. The only person that wants to go after the guy with her car is Pocahontas. Morgan's going and she's going to start grinding. She's like, I'm starting fresh. I'm already getting a job right away. I'm cleaning windows. We out here scrubbing windows. We making money. We're going to start back fresh. Emoji J is like, he's like, we just getting police. I'm trying to find a way out. He's going to sit there and he's going to sit back and relax. And myself personally, what I'm going to do, I'm going in there. I'm going to grab this mom and pop's keys. I'm taking their dang car. I'm going to leave whatever I got there saying, listen, I'll be back. I'm going to take their car. I'm going after the bugger. I'm going to get him and I'm chasing him down and I'm getting my stuff back. And that's what I'd be doing. Cause I had a few minutes just that he just left. So I know I can catch him. Okay. So I'm going after him. That's my story. Anyways, guys, this is Heart Rate with Ace Marsh every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please hit me with a favorite. Hit my awesome guests with a favorite. Hit my awesome admins with a favorite. This is a featured approved show. We are feature pending. So thank you guys for being here. Everything matters. All the views, all the gifts. I see you. I can't acknowledge them during the show, but I appreciate everyone being here. This has been an awesome episode. Before we get going, guys, let's take a couple moments here and let's have Emoji J, Smiley Morgan, and Pocahontas briefly share about any upcoming events they have, if there's anything that they want to get involved with, if they're looking to be on shows, and so on and so forth. Jay, go ahead. Are you looking for people? Okay. So guys, you heard him here. He admin for how many featured shows? Like 20 featured shows you're an admin for? Go 20, guys. So if you're looking to be on any shows, get your name out there, start networking, start putting your face in front of other new faces. Please hit Emoji J. Some are featured, some are non-featured. Still awesome to be a part of the community. Get out there. He'll hook you up. I know firsthand that he's involved me with many shows. Appreciate you guys all sending out the gifts. Before I move on to Morgan, let me just do a quick shout out to the top 10 gifters of the stream. The beautiful Pocahontas, Miss Apple, Betty Boop, Mad Hatter, Sandra Maria, Top Badge Domzilla, Lolita, Megs, Top Badge Chish and Phipps, and Top Badge Ari. Appreciate you guys all. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Miss Drea as well, everyone that just came in. Thank you guys. It means the world for you guys showing up every week. If you'd like to be on the show, please hit up my admins. Morgan, let's hear about what you have coming up. Or would you like to be on any shows, or when you going live next?
I will probably go live either tonight or tomorrow. I'll post it on my Instagram before I do go live, or on my Twitter. So I'm pretty good about giving a heads up before I do. You can also add me on Snapchat. I do give updates on Snapchat as well. Instagram and Snapchat are probably the best two ways to see any upcoming events for me. I do have most of my information locked in on Instagram. That's where you will find all of my stuff going on. It's really best I can say. But thanks.
Awesome. No, awesome, great. And are you looking to be on more shows and everything like that?
I am. There's one coming up around Christmas, and I can't remember the name of it right now, and I'm just drawing a blank.
That's okay. So you'll be posting flyers and things for that. So guys, check out Smiley Morgan. Hit her with a favorite. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It was awesome. We loved hearing your story of the crazy story of being kidnapped and then meeting, an awesome man and starting your life and kind of turning it around and becoming better. Welcome to everyone that just came in. This is Heart Rate with Ace Marsh. We're just closing up here for the day. I appreciate you all being here. Pokey, can you tell about any kind of upcoming events or things that you're going to be involved with? Or when
so
you're going
I'm just
live?
gonna say, guys, like all my updates are gonna be on my Instagram page. So just like it's linked to my bio. If you guys can just follow me there, you'll know. I have my first ever auction coming up, so I'm excited for that. I don't know when it's gonna be, so just follow my Instagram for the update. And yeah, if you want to catch me streaming, like it's nighttime, usually 8, 9, around that. So yeah, thanks for having me. It was wonderful. Yeah, great show.
Awesome. You're good. Thank you, guys. Make sure you hit Pocahontas up with a favorite. She's an awesome streamer. She's my partner in crime. Please show her some love. Guys, if you would like to be on the show, before we end the show today, please give a favorite and a shout out and hit myself in the DMs on Instagram, Top Badge Chish and Phipps, Top Badge Betty Boop, and Mr. Real Deal himself. All of them can help you out. I appreciate you being here, guys. Please check out next week. We have some awesome Top Badge edition of my show. I will not expose who's going to be on the show yet, but we are going to have 2 featured Top Badges next week. It's going to be a pretty wild adventure. I already know some of the stories that are being told. It is going to be one that you do not want to miss. Before we get going, I just want to let you guys know I am Ace Marsh. I am your host. This has been Heart Rate. It's every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's an exhilarating talk show where we not only have 2 featured guests, but 1 random guest that joins halfway through the show that come and share their life-altering situations, wild experiences from a trip or vacation, or my favorite adrenaline-pumping situations. We then get into our scenario-based show, part of the show where we have all 3 guests join and we give them a life-altering scenario or a life-crazy scenario that's, a situation they have to deal with and cope with or manage or escape. Have them give their answers, and then have you guys vote in the chat. Before we get going, can we get a vote for who you thought was the best answer? Number 1 for Emoji J, number 2 for Smiley Morgan, or number 3 for Pocahontas? Can we get a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat? Number 3 so far. Can we get a 1, 2, or 3? 3, 1. Come on, guys, run them up, 2, window cleaning, got it. Okay, so we got 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. Okay, it's definitely Emoji, you're out. It's definitely between 1. Oh, okay. It's between the 2s and the 3s. 2s, Nolita, you're crazy. All right, let me count these out. Here. 3, 2, 2, 2. And the winner of the show today is Smiley Morgan with we just got the change right there. The last 2 3s is Pocahontas, our random guest. You don't win anything other than thank you for being here. Appreciate you. The window cleaner almost won it, but then it went to the person that's going to chase them down and give them the beat down. Guys, I appreciate you being here. This has concluded our episode of Heart Rate with Ace Marsh. Tomorrow, please catch the TGVT, the Good Vibe Tribe Fave Party. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It runs till midnight. We have 2 live DJs, DJ Top Badge Vinny Vin and DJ Psycho, who's part of the Good Vibe Tribe. Come through, get your faves up, come have a drink, have a smoke, do whatever it feels that you feel the need to do to get into the vibe. It's all positive energy, and it's a place where you can come hang out, listen to some awesome music. You can box up, be in the chat. We appreciate you being there. Run it up. Guys, this concludes the episode. I appreciate you. Ace out. That's a wrap. Cut. Jay, stop recording. Thank you.